Before starting this video, I just quickly want to show you that this is legit. This is not a troll build. This is 100% legit. I currently have a 61% win rate on Ezreal in the current season. And I kid you not, this is the build. I swear to God, I'm not joking with you guys. You guys are about to witness it in today's video. Do you guys remember that I promised you guys that I would make an AP Ezreal video? This is the AP Ezreal video. It's not a troll build. This is a build you can actually play. You'll see. So how the hell does this work? Well, how the hell does this work? I'll explain how it works during the gameplay. First, I'll explain to you guys how to build it, okay? For now, just listen to me. You start off with a mana mune. This is your first item. After that, you get a sheen. This one, your sheen, okay? If you can, even get it before the boots, because this is a massive power spike. After that, you get boots of mana, very, very good boots for Ezreal, and then you finish off the Lich Bane. Okay, this is where you will actually start to get a little strong. Now comes the secret sauce of this build, which is the Nashor's Tooth. The Nashor's Tooth. This item, guys, your basic attacks will do a lot more damage, and your first ability will also do the Nashor's Tooth damage. This is the secret sauce. Like, I see a lot of people that do AP Ezreal, they'll go for, they'll go for Luden's Echo, Lich Bane, Rabadon's Deathcap, Void Staff, and then Infinity Orb. This is not the way. Sure, if you go for that build, your ult will do good damage and stuff like that, but this is way better. Lich Bane, Nashor's Tooth. It also gives you wave clear. You know what? I can explain it with my words, but I can also just show it to you with the gameplay. Fourth item is going to be a Rabadon's Deathcap. And then last item is going to be a Rift Maker. If the enemy really has a lot of magic resist, you go for Void Staff. But to be fair, you do so much damage that unless they have like, Garens and Mundos and stuff like that, you don't really need a Void Staff. It's much better to go for like a Rift Maker last item. And for your enchantment, you can go for Stasis Enchant. Now for the runes, this is extremely important as well. You go for First Strike. First Strike is completely broken with this build. And here you would guess that the Precision Tree would be the one to go for because, you're late game. And even though you are late game, the Domination runes are actually way better for AP Ezreal. Sudden Impact. Whenever you use your third ability, you proc the Sudden Impact. Incredibly, incredibly powerful because you put your second ability on the enemy, you dash to them with your third ability, Sudden Impact. It does so much damage. The second one, you go for Empowered Attack. This one is this is mostly for the early game, but also the late game. You know why? Because early game, every 10 seconds, the next attack will be empowered. You can bully the enemies in lane with this. But even in the late game, your ultimate will actually be able, you'll be able to bully the enemies just a little bit more with your ultimate. It's not going to be massive extra amounts of damage because, 50 bonus damage late game is not that much, but it's still something. You know what I mean? It's still something. So you go for this one as your second one. And then the third one, you go for Eyeball Collector. Of course, yet again, in the late game, this will give you a lot of AP. If you kill 10 enemies, you're gonna have 30 extra AP in the later stage of the game. Talking about the late game, you also go for Gathering Storm. Yet again, in the late game, this one is perfect. You'll just do so much. You have so much AP with this build. And for the spells, you go for Exhaust. Actually, you don't go for Exhaust. I only have Exhaust here because last game my support had Ignite. You go for Ignite and Flash. You wanna have Ignite, and you will see why. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Let's see. There we go. So, how the hell does this work? How is this legit? How do I play this in ranked? How does this work? Let me explain. Let me put the screen correctly first. And let me tell you guys about the skin giveaway. It's almost the end of August. I'm giving away 4 skins, and all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under this video. Let's see, the screen is correct now. Yeah, so put down a comment under the video. I'm giving away 4 skins to enter. So, how does this work? Early game, the first 5 minutes, the first 7 minutes of the game, you are playing AD Ezreal, okay? You are playing a little bit of a weaker AD Ezreal because you don't have Kraken Slayer and the runes are not really built for AD Ezreal, but you are playing AD Ezreal early game. So the ability you upgrade first, even though your AP, is gonna be your first ability. This is gonna be the ability that you're going to be maxing. You're even maxing your first ability. Don't max your second ability first. Don't. Because you're building a mana mune and a sheen. And at that portion of the game, you are still AD Ezreal. You're not supposed to go instant AP. That doesn't work. Because early game AP is useless. So why would you play it early game? The reason that this works though is because Muramana, now the new Muramana, buffs your ability damage as well. And it consumes mana to do even more damage with your abilities. So that's why it perfectly contributes towards a full AP build. you'll do ridiculous amounts of damage. So early game is not very interesting, as you can see. I'm just playing normal Ezreal, trying to bully the enemies out of lane with my first ability. I do have the domination runes, so perhaps, you know, I can bully them a little bit more than if I would have had a precision runes. But mid game, you will start to feel weak. You know, I can tell you about the good fun about this build, but I also need to tell you about the stuff that sucks about this build, which is the mid game. In the mid game, you know, your domination runes are useless. Like right here, early game, this worked. You know why this worked? Because I have sudden impact. I was able to do crazy amounts of damage to that misfortune right there. What was I talking about? Mid game, it kinda sucks. You know, when you're around level 7, level 8. You know why? Because at that stage of the game, you know, you have fully upgraded your first ability. Your ultimate will only have 1 point. You're just not gonna do a lot of damage. You know what I mean? You haven't upgraded your Muramana yet. You probably don't even have a Sheen yet. Well, you can have a Sheen, but you're still so weak. You're still so weak. You're just not gonna do much. The moment this build starts to get strong is when you finish the Muramana upgrade and you get the Lich Bane. Like right here, look, I'm actually doing decent amount of damage early game. This combo right here, late game, one-shots enemies, by the way. Like, even with 2 items, you can actually one-shot squishy enemies. That's the beauty of this build. Oh, he got her. Nice. Oh, by the way, guys, as well, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like. It really supports the channel a lot when you give it a like. So if you want to do that, it would be very nice. I missed my second ability, so I need to run. So the problem with this build, let me tell you the problem. We all know Ezreal is a bit of a higher skilled champion, right? Like, to be able to play Ezreal properly, you need to be able to hit your first ability. See, the problem with this build is you not only need to be able to hit your first ability, you also need to consistently be able to hit your second ability. Your second ability. This is where it becomes perhaps a little bit problematic. There's no way she kills me, right? Okay. I was completely underestimating Misfortune's damage right there. I just died. But the problem is, only hitting your first ability is not gonna give you nearly enough damage. You have to consistently hit your second ability and be able to proc it. And you have to be really good with your ultimate. Whether it be sniping enemies from across the map, or it be actually accurately sniping enemies right in front of you, because that can be a hassle as well, right? Like, enemies can dodge it. You can use your flash to combo with your ultimate as well, which I'm sure I'll show in this game. Incredibly important to know about these, you know, perhaps more advanced mechanics in the game. Let's see. This is gonna be a big ult. Boom! You see? Like, you have to be able to hit ultimates like that. That is what's gonna win you the fights. If you don't hit those ultimates, you're not gonna win. And we're still only early on in the game. Because literally half your damage is your ultimate. 40% of the damage you do is your ultimate. The other 40% is your second ability and your third ability. And then around 20% is your basic attacks and your first ability. So your basic attacks and your first ability are really not that important compared to your ultimate and your second ability. These are the main sources of damage that you have. So really important that you can truly consistently land your abilities when you play AP Ezreal. This is not for the beginner Ezreal player. I really want to emphasize on that. This is not for the beginner Ezreal player. This is really for the advanced Ezreal players out there. And if you haven't mastered Ezreal yet, do not even dare to touch AP Ezreal. Like, look, right here, these are the moves I need to make. I missed Xayah with my ultimate, which is why we're not winning the fight. You see, like, I could have hit both of them if I hit it just a little bit better. That's the thing. This is what I'm trying to warn you guys about. You cannot play this if you haven't mastered the champion fully. What did I get? I got Boots of Mana, not a Sheen. Okay, interesting. So I was able to get a full Boots of Mana. I chose that over a Sheen. I think that's a mistake, actually. I feel like I should have gotten Sheen and normal Boots. That would have actually dealt more damage. Not gonna lie. Sheen is Sheen is so important with Ezreal. You want to get it as fast as you can. Doesn't even matter if you play AD or AP Ezreal. Sheen just buffs the damage of your first ability. Literally by 100%. It's crazy how much more damage it does. I would have killed her, but she flashed away. That's unfortunate. I want to shove this wave and rotate. I think she's backporting over there. But I failed. It is what it is. Yet again, I failed my ultimate. Now I wasted my ultimate. If I knew where she was, if I accurately shot it at her, I would have killed her. Free kill. So which ability do you want to max second, right? Like, we've reached level 8. I've maxed my first ability. Now, normally on Ezreal, you max your third ability. But since we're playing AP Ezreal, you max your second ability, guys. You'll max your second ability, and lastly, you're going to max your third ability. That's how you want to play it. What happened? Why did I say... Lol? I could bully him here with my second ability if I want to, but I didn't dive him because he has an exhaust and he could exhaust me and all-in me and kill me. I didn't have a flash, so as you can see, I'm not all-inning him right here. Now I am because my team is here, of course. But if you were wondering why I didn't just use my second ability on him and dashed on him, even though I would have done a lot of damage, it wouldn't have killed him and he wins the sustain fight because it's a Xayah and I'm AP Ezreal, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna win the sustain damage fight, never against a Xayah. I'm all about bursting them down. Only when you get a Nashor's Tooth, you'll have reliable sustain damage when you play AP Ezreal. It's really weird, right? Like, how the hell does Nashor's Tooth work with AP Ezreal? You may be wondering, like, wow, I'm completely trolling Nashor's Tooth on Ezreal? Just watch, guys, just watch. I actually had an 7 win streak with AP Ezreal, so I had like a complete win streak. Ah, I screwed up. I'm probably dead here. I can ult them here. I should ult. Nah, I'm dead. Oh, they ran away. Okay. I was actually able to survive somehow. I'm trying to possibly aim a good ultimate here, but Misfortune was already dead, so I'm not wasting my ultimate. Now you can see we're building towards the Lich Bane. This is our first part of actual ability power. Rather than, you know, of course I already have ability power because of Boots of Mana. But this is the moment we're gonna transition from being AD Ezreal and being a little bit weak to becoming strong. Because look at the amount of stacks I have. I'm sitting on 650 stacks. Look, the Tear of Goddess. 660. When this amount reaches 700, and when I get a Lich Bane, you will literally triple your damage. Like, that's the moment you're gonna start to get really strong really quickly. Like, really, really quickly. You will see. Like, right now I have the Muramana, so I'm already gonna do a lot more damage. I just ulted there because I wanted to push the wave and bully the Misfortune. But unfortunately, as you can see, I missed. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Look at the damage. Look, there we go. I didn't kill her. Oh, no, I didn't kill her. But do you see? Did you see that damage? I didn't. Ah, he got her. I didn't even hit my ultimate, guys. And that's the amount of damage I did. I don't even have a Lich Bane. And that is the amount of damage I did. This is the beauty of this build. The sheer amount of damage it has is ridiculous when you max your second ability. Like, you know what's funny? Enemies will never see the damage coming because they're always used to playing. Like, look at there. Oh, I missed again. You see, like, I'm clearly missing stuff. I'm clearly missing abilities. It's not gonna happen as much late game, but you can clearly see if I miss my abilities. Here, yet again, you see, it's so hard. It's so hard to play this champion properly. And I don't want to show you guys a game where I perfectly play it. I want to show you guys a game where I, you know, sometimes struggle with it. You can clearly see I'm useless. But when I do hit my stuff, whoo, the damage will be big, baby. Whoo. Also, you're one of the fastest turret pushers, especially when you finish the Nashor's Tooth. Reason being your second ability. Right now it's only doing 550 damage, but when you reach late game, it's gonna do like 1500 damage to turrets. It's ridiculous how much damage it does to turrets. He can actually kill me. Oh, if I hit him here... Oh, I missed. Like, it's so hard. It's so hard. I don't want to sugarcoat this for you guys. This is more of an entertaining video for you guys. Because as I said, unless you've mastered AP Ezreal, you're not gonna be able to make this work. But if you have mastered AP Ezreal, give it a try. Trust me on this, that you can genuinely demolish very good players with full AP Ezreal. Because if you properly hit your combo, there is no counter to it. They'll get one shot. Now you can see I finished my Lich Bane. I'm building towards the Nashor's Tooth now. This is the moment where the fun will truly begin. The Lich Bane Muramana Power Spike. Oh, she got the third. I missed again. I missed, but I still one-shot her. Can you imagine if I hit her with my second ability, she would have died instantly. She would have instantly died. Let's see. I also like to split push when I play AP Ezreal, by the way. When I've reached later stages of the game. As I said, because you can one-shot any type of squishy or champion. And you can kind of run away from bruisers as well with your third ability. So you're fine. Right here. He's dead. That's your first taste of AP Ezreal. That right there is your first taste. That's the very first... You see that damage? My second ability plus first ability... She's dead. My second ability plus first ability did 60% of her HP. 60%. And this is only 2 items. Do you now start to see what I mean with maxing your second ability second, going for this build rather than going for Luden's Echo, etc, etc? I want to bully them here. I only hit Vladimir, unfortunately. Yet again, I missed, so I'm running away. If you do miss your second ability, you really want to disengage. You don't want to follow up the engage, unless you can still one-shot the enemy. But you're missing, as I said, you're missing 40% of your total amount of damage that you can do if you only miss your second ability. So be very careful of that. You'll do significantly less damage if you miss your second ability. So don't all in if you miss it. Unless, as I said, you can still one-shot the enemy. But you do have to be a bit ahead. You do have to be a bit ahead for that. There we go. I hit it. I basically one-shot him. He was full HP. Second ability, third ability, first ability, ignite. He dies. I missed, unfortunate. Also, you can use control wards to hide in a bush and camp the enemy. And again, one-shot them. I do have the Nashor's Tooth now. Nashor's Tooth is especially good against tanks as well. It's of course really good against squishies. But it also works very well into tanks because you do a lot more sustained damage. Let's see, I'm trying to look for a good ultimate right here to possibly kill the Misfortune. However, unfortunately, the Misfortune has just a little bit too much HP for me to one-shot her. So I'm not going to waste my ultimate on her right here. Yeah, I was constantly looking, can I kill her, can I not kill her? I have another piece of advice for you to more consistently land your Ezreal ultimate. This one is actually massive, okay? So, let's say you're playing Ezreal. You're in the... Oh my god! We're gonna watch that again. We're gonna look at that again. Full HP Xayah. Full HP. Just look. Look. Second ability, third ability, first ability. Look. Second ability, third ability. Isn't this the AP Ezreal that you're going to talk about? I'm not even fed. I'm not even like 5,000 gold ahead. I believe I'm only like 1,000 gold ahead of him. Because this Xayah is doing very, very well in the game. I tried to kill the Misfortune here. I'm not sure if I succeeded. Oh, I barely missed her. Damn. That was very close. What was I saying? Yeah. So a piece of advice on how to more consistently land your ultimate. Let's say you're playing in the bot lane. And... the enemy top laner is one shot, okay? You can one shot them. If I hit my second ability, I would have killed Twitch, by the way. So instead of trying to, you know, to do math on the map and predict where the enemy is gonna go and kill them while they're running, try to figure out where they're gonna backport. Because if enemies backport, they will never see it coming, and they're gonna die. So first of all, if the enemy is stupid, you know, you'll see on the map that they're backporting. You can see exactly here they're backporting. You simply aim your ultimate where they're backporting and you kill them. Secondly, if the enemies are a little bit smarter and they run behind the vision, let me give you a little bit of advice as well on how to more accurately predict where they're going back. Let's say the enemy walks out of vision here behind their turret. Where are they going back? Where is your best chance to hit them? Let me tell you. It's in this bush right here. You see this bush right here? You cannot see it on the map, but you guys know which bush I'm talking about, right? Let's say the enemy is backporting, or the enemy is running away right here. They're probably gonna backport in this bush right here. So you're gonna aim for the bush, right? Like that's how you can have a bit of a better chance of hitting enemies, even though they run out of vision. So you know, you can still kill them like that. Oh, I missed the Xayah right here. That's a bit sad. Are they gonna get close to me? Are they gonna get close to me for me to one-shot them? Second ability, first ability, dead. This is a bit more of a dangerous combo that I did right here. So the reliable combo is second ability, third ability. This is reliable, right? You can use your second ability and dash them with third ability. If the enemy is too far away, you're of course not gonna be able to reach them with your second ability. Now you have the dangerous combo. The dangerous combo is you go in with your third ability, get close enough, use your second ability on the enemy, and then proc it with your first ability. I'm predicting here where she's gonna walk. Easy peasy kill. This combo is super dangerous because you're using your only escape tool to get close to the enemy. Like this, and this. You see? This one is more dangerous because, as I said, you cannot escape anymore after you engage like this. So it's very, very dangerous, but sometimes you do have to engage like this to get the kill. They have a Twitch, which is very dangerous. He can absolutely 1v9 the game. My ultimate does 1200 damage, by the way, guys. That's a lot of damage. And sometimes, as an APS, you can even, like this, randomly shoot your ultimate in the middle. Look. Boom. I missed. Oh my god. But what I'm trying to say is you can shoot it randomly through the mid lane or randomly at the enemy just to chunk down like 50% of their health and force them to go back. The reason that this is worth it is because the enemy has to go back, which wastes their time, you know, heal up and come back. Your ultimate is only going to be on like a 20-second cooldown. One shot? Yes, that's a one shot. Oh my god! I'm probably dead, but oh my god! Did you see that? I didn't even ignite. She just died. She just died. You're just done. Dunzo, gone. Erased out of the map. I erased her. That was not a battle. That was a meal. I ate her. You know what I mean? I didn't consider her an opponent. I considered her meal. She was my meal right there. I just consumed her with my abilities. Oh, that's a good Misfortune ultimate, by the way. Oof, that was actually a good Misfortune ultimate. What can I say? Oh, what a beautiful flash combo by the Urgot, actually. He knew the Twitch was coming and he instantly engaged on him. That was beautiful. But guys, I'm telling you, this build is secret sauce material. If you're good at this champion, oh my god. Like right here I can shoot my ultimate yet again. I can kind of predict potentially where they're gonna go and try to shoot it on them. I want to get this blue buff, but he takes it. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Oh my god. Flash! Good lord, what is that? Look at this, guys. Again, we're gonna look at this again. Because in case you missed how much damage I truly did right there, let's just check it again. Also, I did a flash combo with my ultimate right here. This is a very important flash combo you need to learn on Ezreal. Because you can use your ultimate and flash to the side to instantly shoot it in a different direction than the enemies would have anticipated, right? I did it right here, but unfortunately I missed the Misfortune. But just look at the sheer amount of damage I did with this engage. Look at my ultimate. Boom. I did 95% of Misfortune's damage right there. Her HP. My second ability plus ultimate nearly one-shot the Misfortune. 95%. That should be a kill. He's dead. We do need to be a little bit careful because Twitch is alive. Twitch can absolutely one-shot me. As I said, I did kill Vladimir. Of course, I one-shotted him from full HP. But unfortunately, Twitch killed me. That's not really good for us. Because I don't know if I can trust this team to be fine. You know what I mean? It would have been better if I just stayed alive. Oh, Graves is kind of strong. I love how a level 15 Graves is struggling against a Xayah. Like, how weak is Graves as a champion? It's not... He's a good player, but the champion itself is just so weak. How the hell does a level 15 Graves, with a lot of items, lose a fight against a level 13 Xayah? You know what I mean? That's not supposed to happen. Twitch, they really need to be careful of the Twitch. I'm telling you, Twitch can one-shot all of them. Misfortune cannot do anything, so she just dies. It's a good save by the Karma as well. I want to help them with my ultimate here, but it's a little bit hard to accurately shoot my ultimate here. However, now I know Xayah is running away this way. So, actually I was wrong. I meant Yone. Oh, I nearly killed the Twitch as well, man. So close. So close. Do you know how much gold I made from first strike as well? Is he really gonna kill me? He actually killed me. Level 15 Vladimir broken, man. Oh my god. He's killing all of us. I'm full build, by the way. Now I've reached the maximum potential of this build. They're trying to take Elder, but... Twitch is alive! Oh my god, that was close. Oof. Oh, that was close. The Elder is not going to be that useful because only Graves and Zed have the Elder deck, and that was way too risky for what we got. What is the Zed talking about? 1k? What is he talking about, man? I'm gonna try to take the red buff. 1357 damage with my ultimate, by the way. And this is without Baron buff. With Baron buff, it's gonna be like 1700 damage. At this point, I can one-shot anyone with... Well, I can one-shot anyone. I can even almost one-shot them with my ultimate. That's how much damage it does. It's ridiculous. They're going in. They actually got a kill, which is great. Oh, nice. We can try. I don't think we can end, actually. Twitch can defend. Xayah and Twitch are two champions that are very good at defending, so I don't really like... I killed Twitch, that's good. Oh, we got them. We won the game. We won the game. What a game, guys. What a game. AP Ezreal is just disgustingly powerful. Did I really end the video here? No, I was just gonna say. Let's see how much damage I did and everything like that. I also had a different AP Ezreal game that was just ridiculous, where I just killed so many enemies with my ultimate. It's just such a dumb champion that you can just play it with AP like this. But I love it. I love it. I had a pretty big win streak here as well, I think. 46,000 damage. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this AP Ezreal video, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.